Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is almost 9:30, October 9th, 2022, and a fairly sunny day with a few clouds here and there. I have a video at South Haven. It's a nice day to take a good, pretty decent, pretty long hike in the Pine Barrens after a while not going. But you can see this is what the satellite looked like today. So not really too many clouds showing up, but as you'll see in my video, which will probably be up in a few hours, hopefully. Hopefully before the day is over. It's going to be a long one. So here you go. So what it looked like over area. So you can see there were a few clouds, look like mainly over the South Fork area. Other than that, yeah, there weren't really many. So there were just a few that seemed to pop up right over there, I guess. Other than that, there really weren't too many clouds around at all. It was fairly clear. So let's go look at our current conditions outside right now. And you'll see we are down into the 50s. We had winds that went west, and then we were a little southwest. So let's take a look at the observation where we were around hiking today, which was Shirley around South Haven there. So right now they're already down to 46 degrees. The dew point is 39. So we'll go and we'll look at some of the observations from today, and we'll show you we'll show you what happened with the wind. So we had a west wind, and then became southwest, so we get a little bit of a sea breeze, keeping the temperatures down. We still got into the low 60s though. So whatever, we had a little bit of that southwest wind keep us a little cool, but you can see there were a few clouds here and there that did wind up popping up over this area here. So there were a few that did pop up, but generally west southwest winds for most of the day. Temperatures in the low 60s. Fairly low humidity. In the woods, it felt you could feel some moisture lingering, I guess, from all the rain we had. But right now, you can see temperatures generally, depending on where you are, of course. 49 being reported actually at Carl Place. I don't think it's 49 here in Mineola. Not in my part of Mineola, anyway. Probably closer to 60, probably, which is what it is in Great Neck and LaGuardia. 57 at Central Park. Look at West Hampton, down to 41. Some of those areas around East Hampton down to 43 already. And you can see also around Toms River it is dropping as well. 45, 44, 45 at Lakehurst. So, yeah, you can see those temperatures are dropping. So let's go look at the highs and the lows. We'll start off with the lows first. And you'll see it was a pretty chilly morning then this morning. You could see lows dropped down to the mid-30s in the central part of Nassau County. 37 at Islip. It was chilly even here when I left in the morning. Down to 30. I knew it. West Hampton got below freezing. Down to 30 in the Dwarf Pines there in West Hampton. And let's see what we have here for the city. Probably not. They had mid-40s. And then let's see how they did in New Jersey in the Pine Barrens there. 34 in Toms River. 32 at Lakehurst. 32 at Coyle Field. So not quite as cold as West Hampton. West Hampton, always the coldest spot. It's just very unique there. So let's go look at the high temperatures for the day now. And you see, it looks like I see Jersey got up into the mid-60s today. So it's close to normal. Let's see, what about Long Island? It felt warm today. It didn't feel that cold. 63. So 63 generally for a high on Long Island. So just a few degrees cooler on Long Island versus New Jersey. Not really a huge difference with that westerly flow, but there was a little bit of a sea breeze toward the afternoon. So let's go take a look at the let's take a look at the Hurricane Center right now, because you have Julia, unfortunately, impacting Central America. Tropical storm Julia impacting Nicaragua, and Julia is moving quickly across Nicaragua, approaching the Pacific coast, so it's probably going to cross over into the Pacific. Risk of life-threatening flash floods and mudslides. This is going to be a big issue in this area. Location 12.4 north, 86.2 west, about 20 miles north-northeast of Managua, Nicaragua, about 220 miles east-southeast of San Salvador, El Salvador. Maximum sustained winds are 60 miles an hour, moving west at 16 miles an hour. Good thing is this is moving quickly. Minimum central pressure 996 millibars, 29.41 inches. So that's the latest on Julia. And I'm not really going to focus too much on it because it's far away from the United States. But it's going to be a pretty bad day. You know, they have so many of these floods there. It's a very poor area. I feel so bad for these people having to go through that. It's just, you know, unfortunately, there are going to be a lot of people who die because they don't really have the They don't have the facilities to deal with all that heavy rain, and their homes and their neighborhoods are not designed to cope with it very well. So let's go now to the models here, and we'll take a look at as we head into tomorrow and the next week ahead. So you'll see we have this high pressure. It stays in control for us tomorrow, and then it stays in control Tuesday as well. And then you start to see it slide off the coast here as we get into Wednesday. And another cold front comes, which could bring us our next chance of rain Thursday. This could be a pretty strong cold front, perhaps. And then it starts moving out as we get toward Friday. And then we have another nice weekend up ahead next weekend. And a series of cold fronts come through. So, with that, let's go and look at the rest of the weekend. We'll go to the HRRR. It's only 9:32. I don't have that much of the HRRR in, so we're going to have to just stick with the GFS, I'm afraid. We don't really need to use the HRRR anyway. Well, I can use, let's see how much of it we have. We have 26. So, it'll give us enough to show you what's going to happen tomorrow. So, you see we have the winds go a little more westerly. By morning, we have that wind off more westerly again. Note the dew point's pretty low still, so that's going to mean another night of radiational cooling, and as well, perhaps even as we get into Tuesday morning as well. These are good conditions for fall foliage for changing. So we did have that rain, and I think we're starting to see the wetlands, the leaves change now. So let's take a look at our temperatures here. Doesn't have it getting quite as cold tonight. Still think we're going to see lows in the 30s in the Pine Barrens, and lows probably around 40 to 45 elsewhere, and in the urbanized areas, 50s for lows. Tomorrow will be warmer than today. We'll probably have highs in the mid to upper 60s, maybe a few 70-degree readings in New Jersey. You notice how much cooler it is to the north, by the way. So you can see there's another cold front up here that's not really quite coming down. And then that's as far as the HRRR goes, all right? So let me go back to the GFS. I'm not even going to show the precipitation because there isn't any. So let me go back to GFS, show you the dew point and wind flows. And as you see, as we get to Tuesday, we still stick with the westerly flow. So still have the westerly flow, which keeps the dew points low. Here we are Wednesday. Starting to see more of an Atlantic ridge developing here. So the winds become more southwesterly. We still have dry air in place by Wednesday, but that's going to bring in the warmer air. And then here comes that surge of tropical air ahead of that cold front Thursday night. Could be an LLJ ahead of that. This could be possible severe weather, perhaps, that we would watch for Thursday. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. You see that front moves through. It does drop the dew points, but there's a little bit of a lag, and then we have to wait until Saturday before we get into the much, much drier air. All right? So let's go look at the temperatures. So as we go with our temperatures going to tomorrow, you'll see pretty much an agreement on the mid to upper 60s tomorrow. And then for Tuesday, we're going to be even warmer. I think we have a shot at 70 degrees on Tuesday. Overnight, if it's these clear skies and light winds, then we'll probably still have some radiational cooling going on. Probably 50s for lows, probably for a lot of people. For Wednesday, we are, again, hanging out around that 68, 70 degree mark for a high. Here we are Thursday. Still, this is where we have the clouds, so otherwise it'd be even warmer, but it's going to feel muggy on Thursday. And then this front comes through Friday. We are back down into the mid-60s, and then for Saturday, next weekend, we have a drop back into the upper 50s and low 60s. So it looks like an above-normal week, however. So let's go look at the skies next and our next chance of precipitation. But first, we'll go to the skies. So this obviously is the GFSA low-resolution model, which is overdoing the high clouds for tomorrow. Let me try the FV3, which is, we'd have to go for the 12Z on that, but... So it just brings some high clouds through in the morning, and then by the afternoon it seems like it dissipates them, but there could still be some high clouds around tomorrow. Tuesday, we have another little patch of cloudiness that could move through over Jersey, perhaps. Like I said, this is one model here, the FV3, because if I go to the RGM, this is not going to show it up too well. So here's the RGM, and you can see, again, there's that cirrus. You start off with it in the morning, and then it kind of moves out by the afternoon. But we will have it around for, I would say, the early at 10, 11 o'clock. We'll have it. Then in the afternoon, it breaks up a little more. And then for Tuesday Tuesday looks like less clouds on the RGM. It looks like it's clearer on Tuesday. So tomorrow we'll have the high clouds, and then Tuesday we will be having improving conditions. And then here Wednesday we're going to be seeing a lot more of that cirrus coming on in. So I think Tuesday is going to wind up being the clearer day of the two, at least from what I've seen out of these models right now. It seems like they're playing up the high clouds a little more than they were before. So let me go back to the GFS now. Actually, I want to go back to let's go to the European model as well. We can do that too and show you. So again, no precipitation. It's not until we get toward Thursday, but the European does not go far enough out. So we have to use the GFS. And this would be this front that would come on through. And I'm thinking, do we have a V in the isobars? Oh, we do. We do. Yes, so we're going to have to watch possible severe weather risk Thursday evening into Friday. There could be a severe weather risk with that. I will have to see. But there is like a V shape in the isobars. Too early to tell right now. But this could be a possibility for some severe weather perhaps. And then that will be over with. And then we have improving conditions for next weekend. So I think that is going to wrap up this video. So have a good night. Thank you for watching.